Welcome back to the Danger Room. I'm Adam.
I'm Eric.
And today we're talking about Mystic Knights. But before we get into it...
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey Adam, where are you?
We are at Alchemist Cove, the greatest comic, trading card game, and tabletop game shop that you'll ever visit. Anything you want, they got it.
It's so good that they had to make it bigger.
Yeah, the new building's awesome. Stop by and check it out. Just south of Roman Delight 2. So you can have a little meal, come in and play your favorite game.
Yeah.
In the future, mighty dragons and warriors that fly join forces against evil. They're dragonflies, posable action figures who pack a secret power, the power to fly.
Wow, dragonflies really fly!
Dragonflies on dragon launchers, zenith, peaks, fly 'em, crash 'em against the evil Dreadwing.
Now I rule the sky. Dreadwings, you're a deadwing.
Dragonflies, flight is light. Dragonflies, flying action figures with dragon launchers, each sold separately from Galoob.
And now we get into it. The Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog.
No. I'm not really sure. I don't know where we landed with that. Noog, like nougat?
Anyway.
Okay.
Eric's going to once again disagree with me. But the opening's awesome. And it's a so terrible it's awesome kind of way.
So, I am going to agree with you. I'm more of a when I see opening, if it's catchy enough, I'm going to enjoy it. And this was all you had to do was throw in some bagpipes and repeat Mystic Knights, and I was all about it.
The opening narration is absolutely terrible.
It is not good.
The opening fight scene, equally or maybe greater than the terribleness of the opening narration.
The battle, I guess you'd say, looks like it was put together by a bunch of LARPers and like $50.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's like a Civil War reenactment of people that have never done it before.
Right, but it's on PBS. It's not on History Channel.
The warrior king of Kells defends his realm against the queen of Tevra. Battle rages on many fronts.
We open on an old magician talking to his young apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
The magician summons a horribly animated skeleton.
So, not only is it by far... This is something that I think we should actually do a show on.
All right.
Like, the CGI is so terrible. But is that because of modern CGI that we're like... Because you would have to imagine...
I don't know, man.
Dude, you have to imagine, in the 90s, like when we were kids, that was pretty cool.
It did not look cool.
To us now, it didn't look cool, but back then, it might have looked... It was a terrible CGI. It was horrible. So much so that I feel like they didn't, like, edit out the sound. They just had some guy with a trash can lid just go like this constantly.
Anyway, his apprentice starts fighting him for some reason.
Because, yeah.
I guess he's training.
He's training, yeah.
He starts going absolutely ham with the sword, missing over and over.
Over and over again.
He finally lands a shot and the skeleton disappears.
Yeah. And what is it, the magician? The magician's like, ugh.
Yeah, he sighs at himself.
I couldn't keep the illusion going. Ugh.
The apprentice says, or perhaps, I'm just very swift with a sword.
And the wizard goes, shut your mouth.
The magician thinks to himself for a second. I'm assuming to envision how terrible he looked. And then he says, let's see how swift you are when cleaning up this mess.
Yeah.
The king's meeting is about to begin and he leaves.
Yeah.
So the apprentice whistles and his gay lover sneaks through the window.
I thought it was his dog.
At least I'm assuming that's what he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, his friend says, I thought that old druid would never leave. What's about to happen?
Well, wait a minute. We're G. Rating G.
All right. So the apprentice says, if he ever found a pickpocket in his chamber, he would... And his friend cuts him off and says, turn me into a toad?
Oh. Where did that come from?
His friend says he could do better magic than that ancient hog. I think that's what he says. Anyway,
Yeah.
they call the druid Kabad,
I guess
I
it
think-
must be an Irish thing.
but I think his name is Karthbad.
I don't know.
I don't know. His friend starts messing around with the ingredients. The apprentice warns him not to, but he says, it doesn't look that hard, and he starts adding a little bit of this, a little bit of
Yeah.
that. The apprentice says, you don't know what you're doing.
Mhm.
And he goes, and a little bit of this, and then there's a terrible chemical reaction.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it released some type of caustic fog, like mustard
Yeah.
gas.
And not
then
only-
they run out of the room.
Yeah, not only that, it's like I think they would have. This would have been a perfect scene for him to be mixing stuff up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm a greater wizard than that guy." And the guy in the apprentice goes, "Yeah, but that's just like seasoning. That's paprika that you just put in there." Like,
As they run out, they accidentally run into the princess and knock her over.
yeah,
They go to pick her up, and she says, "Release me, fools!" Then her guardsman comes in and chases off the apprentice's friend.
how about let's take a second to realize how much of a real a-hole the princess is.
a real bee.
Yeah, she rude.
The princess asks what the horrible smell is and where
Yeah.
it's coming from. I assume she can smell the toxic vapors.
Yeah,
He tells her that there was a magical mishap, and he tries to show her. She says she has no time to waste with an incompetent druid's apprentice.
yeah.
Clearly,
Chill
she's
out.
yeah. Clearly, she's the super sexy Kimberly of the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but only if she, you know,
except she's way ruder. Yeah,
she was.
she tells him
A-hole.
she's on her way to meeting with her father.
Mhm.
He asks if there's a peace treaty, and the princess says, "How did you?" Never mind, that doesn't concern you.
So apparently, this meeting that everybody's going to is super secret, but nobody told anybody that it's super secret.
Yeah, everyone knows about it.
Yeah,
We show the treaty talks.
Yeah.
The king is speaking and congratulates Maeve on their peace talks.
yeah.
She calls him Connor, but I'm pretty sure his name is Conchabar.
Someone in here is Conchabar,
I'm pretty sure I read that name, King Conchabar.
and so this war that's been going on between these two kingdoms, I guess.
Yeah.
Clans. I don't know. 10 years. 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's been a stalemate. Can you imagine the ingenuity that should have came out of that war?
Anyway, I don't know why I'm so bad at saying their names. I don't even know their names at this point. Anyway, so Maeve says they're both finally getting what they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
The apprentice, whose name is Rohan, that's literally the only name that I think I'm sure of,
Mm-hmm.
and the princess, who we find her name to be Deirdre,
Mhm.
catch each other spying on the peace talks from across the room.
Kind of weird, ain't?
The talks are interrupted.
Yeah, by a messenger.
Yeah, Knight runs in.
Mm-hmm.
The king asks him, what is going on? The knight tells him, your soldiers are defending our borders against the Temur?
I think it's
Battalions?
Temurans. Yeah,
Temurans?
Temur.
The Temur battalions, I believe he says.
Timberlands.
They're planning an attack on Kells. I feel like we're missing a ton of lore at this point.
Yeah. Also, 10 years of war, you didn't expect this to happen?
Well, King Conchabar says the treaty was just a distraction. Maeve stands and says, I intend to get what I deserve. The
Yeah.
king orders his guards to arrest them.
Mhm.
Maeve's bodyguard single-handedly defeats all the king's guards and holds them at bay.
What a badass. And I think it was really cool that he has like a ram helmet,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like, so far, he's the coolest character.
Maeve tells the king she'll rule the entire land.
Mhm.
The king says, we've stopped you before and we'll stop you again.
Mm-hmm.
Maeve tells him, you have no idea the powers I now
Yep.
wield.
Mm-hmm.
She tells the king to beware,
Mm-hmm.
that the end of the kingdom is near. And then she teleports away.
Yeah. And the wizard looks at the king. I don't know if you wrote this down,
Yeah,
but
he's done nothing at this point except
Yeah.
stand.
the wizard looks at
next to
the
the
king and says, "Ugh, if she's turned to dark magic, this kingdom is in bad shape.
it's doomed."
It's doomed."
There are his words.
They just teleported out of here. I think we're in bad shape.
Well, maybe teleportation isn't dark magic. He doesn't know yet. So we
I don't know.
We now see Maeve's palace.
Mm-hmm.
She uses her magic to create a green flame and places it into a goblet.
Mm-hmm.
She calls out Miter. She says, I am ready. Miter appears. and is way smaller and less scary than I thought he would be.
Real quick, too, Miter is played by one of the big guys in Peaky Blinders. So someone made it.
Someone got out of this alive.
Someone got out of this.
He asks, "Why did you summon me, Queen of Temra?
Yeah.
You have your magic. Our bargain is finished." She tells him the power she's been given are no longer enough. She needs more. Miter tells her he can grant whatever she desires for a price.
Yeah.
Maeve tells him anything. No cost is too great to reclaim what is mine. Into the lore a little bit. Does that mean that she used to be the queen of all the land? So maybe
Something's
she's the good
going
guy.
on. Yeah, maybe
she got so desperate she was willing.
Yeah, something's going on.
We need
here.
more. We need more lore.
What? Hey, what does the little ferryman create?
So he says, "Done." And then he shoots green lightning into her staff, creating a gem on top of it.
Hey, real quick, Tommy's green lightning?
No, Eric. Not every show has Tommy.
Aww.
Or does it?
I call on the power of the dragon!
I don't know. Anyway, he tells her, use the powers within this runestone. Its dark energies are yours to command. Maeve asks, what's the price, fairy lord? And Miter says, Miter will collect the payment in time, and vanishes into green flame that pushes Maeve backward.
Yeah, up against the wall.
Yeah. No. Maeve walks forward and says, forces of sorcery, by thy power in this stone, send to me a creature. She's electrified by green lightning, and the runestone glows.
Yep.
An unexplained, horribly rendered, shirtless, absolutely jacked CGI monster with a rippling six-pack appears.
And, like, kneels, I think.
It's laughably bad, even for the late 90s.
For the night, this was bad. This was a bad one.
Maeve orders the monster to go on and destroy Kells. The monster rears back and roars.
Yeah. Yeah.
We now show the army of Kells patrolling a field, saying the Temrans wouldn't dare come this deep into their land.
Yeah.
The monster appears, and they all try to immediately run away.
Yeah, at first.
The monster picks up a stick and swings it, knocking a bunch of soldiers to the ground. It looks super real.
You might as well have just said, insert CGI here.
King Conchabar and Karthbad. I'm nailing these names, by the way.
Let's hear it for IMDb.
Anyway, they're brainstorming, trying to come up with the ideas on how to stop Maeve. The magician says, Maeve has tapped into strong sorcery. Her conjurings are beyond my means. I fear that her powers will grow even stronger. A guard runs in and tells them that a monster has appeared. The king recognizes him and says he's never one to question. An illusion of Maeve appears and says,
the guy runs at Maeve and goes right through him, and they're like, oh my god, it's a ghost.
He says, Kahabad, or whatever his name is, you haven't even begun to see what I can do. The king orders his men to seize her. One of the guards leaps at her and goes right through her, and then just walks down the hallway nonchalantly.
Yeah.
That
didn't work. I'm out of here.
The other guard fears that she's a spirit from the other world. Maeve tells the king that a time will come when she controls Kells. The king and his forces should make an immediate, unconditional surrender, or she will release all powers of her sorcery and destroy Kells. The choice is yours. She then laughs and teleports away. Or dissolves, I guess.
I don't know, but I wonder if that wizard's like, I don't know if she's still using the dark powers.
For some reason, we're still showing Rohan and Deirdre peeking into the room, spying on things.
Yeah.
One of the king's guardsmen pleads, we can stop her. We can gather more troops. We'll send every last one of them to defend Kells. The king says he's not sure.
Yeah. So let's take a look at your gathering men possibilities. You just had 20 of them go up against this monster and got completely demolished by it. I think let's look into this unconditional surrender thing.
Deirdre finally emerges and says, we can fight Temra, father. We can defeat them. You will rule this generation, I'll rule the next. So clearly,
Bit pushy.
clearly she's not just worrying about her inheritance at this point.
Yeah.
She tells him Kells must never surrender. Kothbod says,
Cathar.
but can we win? There may be just one last hope. Long ago, the little people of Tir na Nog,
Eggnog.
foretold of a warrior that can bring peace to Kells for 100 lifetimes.
Dragonite.
It is prophesied in the ancient scroll. The king's guardsman says, the scroll doesn't exist. It's mystical legends. The king says, I cannot rely on fairy tales to save my kingdom, and I cannot send my warriors to face certain defeat. The guard asks, my king, what are you saying? The king says, Kells will surrender.
Yeah. Rowan comes up with this awesome speech, though. That reminded me of William. Unite the clans. Unite the clans.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
We show Kothbod. I'm pretty sure that's his name still. The druid in his chamber, and Rohan enters. He sees the druid holding a scroll and asks, what's that, more hidden magic? Dude, why are you being so cunty about it?
Yeah, it's...
The druid says, no, something more powerful and potentially dangerous, which is why I've kept it a secret. But perhaps it's time you know it. Rohan reads from the scroll, prophesizing the appearance of a warrior that will save Kells.
Dragonite.
Rohan says it speaks of Draganta,
Oh, that's his name.
just like the ancient scroll. The druid says, Rohan, it is the ancient scroll. Rohan says, you've kept it hidden? The druid says he wouldn't have brought it out if he knew Kells wasn't so desperate.
Yeah, we're going to the bottom of the barrel now.
He asks Rohan if he remembers the day that he found him. He was out in the village scrounging for food or fight. He tells Rohan, this mark on your arm could link you to a great destiny. The mark matches up to a symbol on the scroll. Surprised, Rohan asks, you've known about this all along? The druid says, you were an orphan with a symboled prophecy, but I can be sure of nothing. The scroll is incomplete. Rohan says he's certain they have to do what it says.
I think the birthmark is just a tattoo that says "I love mom."
Kothbod?
Kothbod was here.
Won't allow it. It's incomplete, it's too dangerous, and it may release evil forces. Rohan says he's not afraid, and the druid tells him that he's inexperienced and Maeve will use all of her power to stop him. Rohan pleads with him and says, you said I would be your apprentice until my destiny is clear. He grabs the scroll and says, this is my destiny.
This is how legends are made.
We cut to the king holding the scroll. And he says he's sorry. They can't risk their lives. The apprentice says this does not alter his decision. The king says Kells will surrender. Rohan yells out that they can't surrender. A king must lead his people. Lead them to victory, not surrender.
Unite the clans.
The king yells back, you think I want to surrender? It's literally all he's been talking about is surrendering. Anyway, I have to do it. It's best for my subjects. Rohan says, the warrior Draganta can save them. Deirdre appears and says, if this boy believes she can save us, then let him try. Rohan says, boy, I'm a man.
In that same way, I'm a man.
And I won't try to find Draganta. I will find him. The druid pleads, King, you trusted my counsel in the past. Trust it now.
So, real quick, when he says that, you've trusted my counsel in the past, trust it now. 10 years there was a war going on.
It may be our only hope. I know this sounds exciting, but it's absolutely not. It's boring and it looks terrible.
It's not put together well. This is one of my favorite parts of this this scene in particular.
All right.
Because, to spoil a little bit, he tells him, do it. Go ahead. And he says, but my troops can't hold out forever. I'll give you till the summer solstice. That's half a year away.
The king says he doubts his own judgment and tells Rohan to go forward. But understand that we can't hold Maeve's forces forever.
Yeah.
If he does not succeed by the summer solstice, then Kells will surrender forever.
I'm only giving you a little bit of time.
Deirdre asks, when do we leave? Why does she think she's going? No one has talked to her or even asked her to come.
Yeah, you've been pretty rude up to this point. I don't think I want you to come on my little adventure.
The king says, such action by a future queen of Kells is noble. But speaking as your father, it's too dangerous, and I forbid you to go.
Classic line.
Deirdre says, as you wish, father. But we all know what
She's gonna be there.
We all know. Anyway, there's a super weird cut, and the king says, that was too easy. Keep an eye on her. I don't even think it's in his voice. There's a weird voiceover.
Yeah, it's dubbed differently.
Anyway, I'll put it in so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Future Queen of Kells is noble. But speaking as your father, it's too dangerous. I forbid you to go.
As you wish, Father.
That was too easy. Keep an eye on her.
The druid asks who Rohan will take with him, and he says Angus. The druid disagrees and says, Angus? You would take a common thief on a king's errand? The king says, let him take who he wants, and bring me Kel's greatest warrior, Draganta.
Dragonite.
We cut to Angus in prison.
Who's singing a little melody?
He's dropping a fat track.
Yeah.
Said there wasn't anything else I could do when your belly's rumbling with hunger pain.
Rohan shows up and tells him he's freeing him. He tells him he's going on a quest for the warrior Draganta. Are you in? Angus says, let me see. Risk my life betting on a piece of paper or rot in jail? Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah. And then all charges are dropped.
Rohan says, you could probably do it. He could probably do it himself. Angus says, wait. It's a quest, is it?
Interesting.
We then show Rohan and Angus being escorted out of the castle by the druid. He explains to follow the footpaths to the land of the fairy rings. From there you may be able to enter Tir Nog. Rohan asks what to do. And the druid has no fucking clue.
Yeah, he has no idea. And he also tells them, just be careful of them little people. They're dangerous.
I'm starting to agree with the king. Maybe they should surrender.
Yeah. You know what? Never mind.
Yeah, they literally have no clue what to do when they get there. The druid says that's where the scroll came from, and that's where you may be able to find help. If the little people think you're worthy, keep in mind they're not human. They are tricky breed with dangerous magic.
All right, settle down.
Rohan says, we're off, and shakes the druid's hand, and then they begin their journey. The druid says to himself what sounds to me like, Dada protect you.
May Dada protect you.
I think that's what, I think that's what it was. So again, I feel like the Irish culture here is like, you gotta kind of like, you can't jump into this cold feet, you know?
Yeah. We see Rohan and Angus then scaling a cliffside and walking along the top of it, and then all of a sudden it's night and they're laying by a fire. Doesn't seem like they got very far. Angus says the spot where he's laying is hard as a tool.
This girl's as hard as a tool man's head.
I don't really know what he says there.
I don't.
As hard as a tool man's head?
Because I feel like they got, I didn't really look into it, but I feel like they got like regular actors and they were like, oh, just make sure you have an Irish accent. And none of them knew how to do an Irish accent.
This spot's as hard as a tool man's head.
This girl's as hard as a tool man's head.
I don't know. Anyway, like Rohan replies, not as bad as the king's dungeon. Angus says, if it wasn't for all the crux of gold hidden in the fairy ring. Rohan interrupts and says, it's not the gold we're after.
Yeah.
Angus says, you're right. It's the jewels and the gems.
Yeah.
Rohan tells him to go to sleep.
Clearly, one of the group is taking this super serious. The other one's like, dude, here's my option. I sit in jail or I go on this stupid quest.
A fairy starts waving her hand over Rohan's face and saying, chosen one, heed my words. They're few a stranger you'll encounter for you. Tir Nog, your quest will lead, the land of my people, the land of the She. If you prove yourself worthy, true armor and weapons will come to you. There's also a dragon, a mighty force, and the warrior Draganta atop a horse.
So we just basically ruined the whole rest of the season.
The next morning, Rohan and Angus step into one of those rope traps that pull you up and hang you in the air upside down.
That was big back then.
It's in the exact spot that they would both step at the same time.
Yeah.
A man dressed in blue, just like the prophecy,
Oh my God.
appears and says he's captured 2 rogues. Are either of them the gentleman he seeks? He starts searching them. They yell to cut them down. He says, "As you wish," then cuts the rope and they both fall on their heads.
Classic. Classic.
They jump up and draw their swords, but still their feet are tied together. The man in blue is able to fight them both at the same time. He swings above their head. They duck. He swings toward their legs. They both jump. They're slightly tripping, and Angus almost cuts off Rowan's head with his sword. Angus says it's not fair. Their ankles are tied, so the man in blue says, "Then I'll close an eye."
Yeah.
Angus says, "Great. Then you won't see this," and then he cuts their legs free.
Good aim.
Again, this part sounds exciting, but it's actually super boring.
Because honestly, when he cuts the rope, it's so loose that it's just like, dude, why don't you just get out of it? Not only did you risk your friend's foot, you could have just like hopped out of it.
They attack the man in blue one at a time instead of just dogpiling him.
Yeah.
They're unable to land a strike. Rowan says, "Hey, look," and then swings his sword around. All awesome and shit. This distracts him, and then they're able to get the upper hand and point their swords at his neck. The man in blue says, "Gentlemen, I meant you no harm." Maybe you forget the part where you had them upside down and then sword fought them a little bit.
or the part when you cut them down and hopefully they don't land straight on their heads.
He says, "I'm Prince Iber from the land beyond the sea. A silver jewel-studded chalice treasure of my realm has been stolen. All I know of the thief is that he has a scar on his forehead and he lives on the island." Angus says, "You took me for a thief?" That's hilarious writing. Get it? Get it? He is a thief.
Yeah. Not only that, neither of them had scars anywhere.
Rohan asks, "Are you satisfied? You're not the gentleman you seek?" Prince Iver says, "I am." They all sheathe their swords. Angus says to Rohan, "Maybe this is the stranger in your dream." Rohan asks, "Do you know anything of a ring of fairy stones?" Prince Iver says, "Perhaps." God.
So, the guy comes from the land beyond the sea onto this island, and they go, "Hey, did you happen to know of any stones that look like fairy stuff?" And he goes, "Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps." Angus says, "Take us to this fairy ring, and we'll help you find the chalice. I know the scoundrel you seek." Prince Iver agrees. Prince Iver walks off. Rohan stops Angus and says, "You don't know the thief he's seeking?" And Angus says, "Nope, but it sure will help us get us on our way."
He lied. He is a thief."
They must have been walking a while because now it's night again.
Yeah.
Prince Iver asks if these are the stones they seek. Rohan admits they're the ones from his dream. Rohan and Angus are investigating the stones, and Prince Iver says, "I brought you to the stones. Now take me to the thief."
Yeah.
Angus starts babbling.
Calls his bluff.
Rohan tells him to be quiet and that their thief may have found him.
Yeah.
They tell Prince Iver to be quiet, and Angus and Rohan go hide. They sneak up on someone hidden in an all-black cloak with a hood.
Wonder who that is.
Clearly it's not Princess Deirdre.
I wonder who this is.
They struggle fighting the black-caped person. They then pull the cloak off to reveal, oh shit, it was Deirdre all along.
Oh. They were like, oh, it's that queen.
Yeah, no one saw this coming. She immediately kicks Angus and says, "How dare you kick a princess?" Angus says, "How was I supposed to know?" Prince Iver asks who the woman is. Rohan reveals that it's Princess Deirdre, and it was under her father's strict orders that she not come on the quest.
But I showed him.
Deirdre freaks out, saying, "I find you chasing after fairy rings while Kells is at war." That's literally the mission.
That's what you told me to do. You told me to do
My
that.
father was right to doubt you, sending a boy to do a man's job. She's super likable.
I found the stone.
I'm glad we have 3 super likable characters at this point. In fact, I think Prince Iver is the most likable, and we're barely spending any time with him. The fairy rings start to glow and shake. Rohan asks, "What's happening?" Then maybe the best CGI of the show reveals that they're sucked into the fairy ring to be continued.
It looked like it opened up to a volcano.
Yeah, and they fall in, and it's that's the episode. So I gotta say, I hated it. It was boring. It was slow. It was bad acting. It was bad CGI.
Right. But it goes along with the theme that we've been having with our previous episodes. This is nothing more than a knockoff of something else. This is it's Irish Power Rangers. Like, that's the best way to describe it. And I think what's cool about it is, again, it's aiming to the kids to go out and buy stuff.
I feel like you need to have the Power Ranger moment where they transform, at least in the first episode, to get the hook. And in looking forward, doing a little research on the show, they don't have their powers by episode 5.
Yeah. Well, by episode, I think it was episode 2, they get a clue on how to get the powers, but it's so vague that it's like, oh, okay, cool, what do I do now?
It was
there was a lot of, I don't know, moments in this show. So we'll go to our regular scoring. What did you think of the intro?
I said it was good, but it was bad. It was one of those bad goods.
Yeah, it's one of those that it's a song that repeats itself. So you could be doing something, and all of a sudden you're just like, it's stuck in there.
It was not a fun watch for me. But if you guys love it, I'm willing to watch more and have a good time talking about it.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments if there's a certain episode, or if you just want us to continue a series.
Yeah, if you want us to actually look at Dragonite.
Yeah, Draganta. And again, if you made it this far, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way.
It helps us out tremendously.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Take us out, Eric.
Bye-bye.